fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. There on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
2 and now on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. But he tried to heave it from his own end zone, and the danger, it reared its ugly head.
We have seen those plays work out successfully before. You take the shot, try and gain some yardage. Sometimes you fool them. Not in this case, though. Tried to get it deep downfield. Gets it picked off.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Oh, you got deep? Kill.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
The ball carried.
Tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 11-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they come up now second and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Complete to number 80.
An 11-yard touchdown. Minnesota. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Brandon McManus.
Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. This is Hunt. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Check.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And on the return, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Two and now on first down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The Eagles' 48-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Anthony Barr brought him down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Complete.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
For the running back.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Open man, he completes it to Judy. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. And the Vikings first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Kelsey out in the slot right. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Time to the tailback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by McManus is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A throw out wide caught by Pascal. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
First down, Vikings.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tua, a final shot before half.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach,
set to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers completes it right side to Cooper. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Pascal's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Rodgers. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
At the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Rodgers now operating from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eric Ebron, his 1st touchdown on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And
just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second and 9.
From midfield, here's Tua. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Chris Jones on the stop.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Good.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the Vikings' 28-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. Binds, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Tua. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Vikings.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And if the Vikings can take care of business on the extra point, they will have the lead.
It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16.
Score Vikings 17, Eagles 16.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers going to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
22, Vikings 17. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Turnover on downs.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And 5.
Sometimes I need a check, not to sneak it.
They run with Hunt. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Eagles, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be, as they drop to 7-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.